Okay. I'm seeing somebody here that you could potentially have children with, okay? So I have here Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords, kind of like a family unit, mother and child or father and child, okay? Because the cards are not gender specific. And what I feel is there might be some type of divvying up assets, dividing up, it's kind of like the end of a separation. There might have been a cycle that's ending between you and another person. Okay, we have here the World, which is closing up, closing the loop. Something is closing up. Something is getting ready to kind of like end, getting to that stage of completion. And as a result of it, we kind of need to figure out, we kind of need to arrange for the next phase. Okay, so I feel for many of you in the work environment, there might as well be some major final project that's ending. Okay, if you are working on a retainer basis or on a contract or on a project basis, I feel like you're getting ready to close up some cycles, to end a project, to close up a project, to finalize a project. And then it is it's like being reviewed by another person before they pay you the rest of the fees. Okay, so it's like they might give you a 50% deposit for you to complete this task, and then once you complete it, they assess the end result, and then they tell you if there's something that needs tweaking or if they're happy with it, then they give you the payout. So I feel like there is going to be an ending of a work situation. There is a payout. For those of you who have been in a work situation that has been a little bit problematic, I feel like there might have been some legal issues, and now you are closing out that cycle, and there's some settlement that's going to be coming into the picture. Financial payout as well, okay? And I feel it is coming from somebody else to you, like financial payout coming as a result of an end of a court situation with the Justice card here. And then I also feel for many of you, this might be in a home environment where there might have been separation, divorce, and things like that. And I'm also sensing as well, things are going to get finalized, wrapped up. I'm seeing like a rock and then like wrapping paper, wrapped up and just be done with. Okay, so the energy is very, very final. With this Tower card, the Tower card is really asking you to rebuild, and it's really asking you, let's be honest here, what is not working? Okay, what is not working? Because it was built on a fantasy. It was built on ideals. It was built on a situation that did not have a fault, like it didn't have a firm or a strong foundation. Okay, it was built with a lot of high hopes and expectation here, coming through with the Seven of Cups. We wanted the best for it. We had the best expectations. We had the best intentions when we first started out. But at the same time, the Seven of Cups is all about the fantasy. And when the fantasy meets the reality, this is the reality here. This is the wake-up call. We realize what's no longer working. And then we also realize as well that the energy and the resources that we put into a situation, maybe we need to reassess and maybe we need to rebuild elsewhere. So I have this energy with the Fool, trying to take a different path, trying to take a different approach, starting over, okay? Kind of like that video game. If you die, you hit reset and you start again. But I feel like this is not just that reset. This is about changing games, okay? Putting in a new game cartridge and starting over, putting in a new disc and starting over in a way where I feel like you know what's no longer working and you're moving away from it for good. Okay, so many of you are getting new starts. I'm seeing a lot of legal things. Okay, so I don't know if it's like talking to an accountant to sort out your tax situation, or I'm also seeing like possibly even investigations, even a lot of being under some type of I'm seeing a panel. And I feel like the panel is not just like a gaming, a panel on a game or a panel on a window. I feel like it might be a panel of people where they're asking you a lot of questions and you have a very limited time to give them responses. So I feel legal issues. I'm also seeing like court case discussions, things finalizing. Okay. But if it's finance related, I feel like the financial windfall is going to be in your favor. And I feel like it's going to help alleviate a lot of the financial burdens from you. Okay. There's a relationship here as well that I'm sensing. And I feel like the two people have been staying together for the children. Okay. I'm drawn to the two women in the background, pulling on the cradle, and there's a child there, and they're like, no, this is mine, no, this is mine. So I feel like there has been a situation where the two people are staying together for the sake of the children, and parenting styles might be very, very different. Okay. And I'm also sensing as well, one person is doing a lot of the work in order to shoulder the responsibilities of parenting. The other person, definitely wants to chip in, wants to carry their weight, but it seems like there are external factors affecting their ability to be emotionally and physically available in this situation. I'm also seeing as well the two parenting styles for the two people might not mesh well. So you might be like, one person might be very strict, like you go to bed at 8. The other person's all like, oh, just let the kid stay up and finish his TV show. So I'm seeing that like values and parenting styles might be very, very different. And it's creating a lot of confusion with the kids because the kids, their kids are a little bit sneaky. They're very intelligent. They're cute, but they're sneaky. They're going to pit one parent against the other. Okay. And when they want something, they know to come to the stricter parent and say like, oh, but so and so told me I could do this. Like I see that element, and I feel like then you have to go to the source and ask the other parent whether or not that's true. And I feel as if the two of you need to be kind of like united. Okay, united together in order to not let the little ones kind of run the household. So I'm seeing a little bit of a situation here where somebody's working a lot. Not it's like the practical responsibilities of the family home life is important, but there's a lot of emphasis on that. Maybe because somebody needs to bring home the money and is more concerned about the survival of the unit rather than the little things like the discipline in the unit. So I definitely feel you and the partner has to kind of like be united and very, very strong and very strict, okay, in order to not let this situation kind of unravel. Because I see like there's something in the process of unraveling. And if it's unchecked, if it's gone unchecked, or if it's left to its own devices, it's not going to have a very stable or a very good future. So this is the time where we have to do damage control. And I know that you guys want to rest a little bit more and, enjoy your free time and things like that. But I feel like there's still a lot of responsibilities that others might expect from you. Okay. The Six of Pentacles is usually a very, very good card that denotes to me, like good karma coming back home to roost. All the times that you have expended either teaching somebody, guiding somebody, mentoring somebody, I feel like it's definitely making a huge difference in somebody's life. And it's not going unnoticed. And all the effort that you put in, you're just like, oh, for you, it might feel like, it's work or it's something that's expected of me. It's a part of my responsibilities. But I definitely feel many of you are going above and beyond. It's like you're not just going through the motions, doing work just to scrape by. I feel like you're putting in a lot of effort, a lot of energy to shape and mold these people that you're coming into contact with. And as a result of it, you might see an uptick when it comes to your reputation, okay, being well regarded. You might as well see a lot of thanks and appreciation and just good energy coming back around for you because you've taken your time and you were very diligent in making sure that the other people are learning what they're supposed to learn, making sure that you follow up and making sure that you devote the time and the energy to teach them properly so that they can, do their things and master their skills. And all of these things that you're doing behind the scenes are definitely being noticed, okay? It might feel as if you're under scrutiny at the time. It might feel like people are asking you a lot of questions, and it might feel a little bit uncomfortable, like you're under the microscope. But what I feel is you've come into your own, you've truly, truly blossomed, and you're speaking and teaching and guiding from a space where you've already mastered it. And so you're giving the information back to other people in a total package. You're not just giving them bits and pieces or scraps. You're giving them like the whole package. And as a result of it, I feel like they can benefit a lot from you. I have somebody here, could be this air sign. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Somebody wants, I'm hearing like ultimatums. Okay. I'm hearing as well, like, I need more time. And it's like, I need more of your time. I need more of your attention. I need more out of this relationship. That's what I'm feeling. And I feel like it's a romantic partner for many of you. And I'm feeling that I'm feeling that they are feeling either a little bit neglected, or they are feeling that you're not in it 100%, or they are feeling that you're not 100% committed to them. So in whatever capacity you're dealing with them. I'm seeing Libra energy. And the thing about air signs in general is that they're not usually very verbal with their emotional needs. Okay, they're not usually like going to tell you upfront, like, I feel a little bit neglected. Can we spend more time together? Can we do date night? Can we just like spend more time together? Can we be more intimate with each other? Can we re-inject passion or chemistry back into the relationship? Can we do things so that we can emotionally reconnect? They're not going to say those things. But when an air sign feels a little bit neglected, and I see strong Libran energies here, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, but the Libra energy is very strong. When they feel neglected, they don't know how to tell you they need more attention. So they tend to get irritable, okay? They tend to get irritable. They tend to be a little bit nitpicky. They tend to operate more from the shadow side, which is like, where, they actually want closeness, but they kind of push you away. Okay. And when you're dealing with an air sign that does that, it's because they're resentful. It's because they feel neglected. It's because, they feel unappreciated. So I feel like you kind of need to pay attention to the body language of this person. So not so much what they're saying, but, more so the body language. And I feel as well, recognizing that these symptoms that you're seeing are symptoms of something a little bit deeper. Does that make sense? So like the nitpicky, the irritability, those are symptomatics of something that's a little bit deeper that they're not able to, they haven't addressed with you, that they're too embarrassed. I feel like it deals more with embarrassment, like not wanting to sound needy. Okay, they've got their walls up, not wanting to sound needy, not wanting to sound desperate, not wanting to give ultimatums, not wanting to, like, not even knowing how to express themselves emotionally. And so if you find them being a little bit critical or irritable or just like moody, it's because they feel underappreciated. And I feel like, you might be dealing with this situation here, in particular with a Libra. You could also be dealing with one of the fixed signs here. So I have Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. What's the other one? Scorpio. Okay. So I feel like there's a situation here where if they feel underappreciated or unappreciated in a relationship, they might be contemplating walking away. And once a fixed sign walks away, because they're a fixed sign, it has taken them a long time to arrive at a decision. And once they're very resolute, once they have decided, they're very, very resolute. They don't backtrack. They don't come back. So there's a situation here. I feel like you have to do some type of a damage control. You kind of need to figure out how to address these issues with this person, because I feel like they're kind of clamming up a little bit. Okay. So, Capricorns, that's what I have for you. It's not the most, it's not the most soothing month. I was hoping that it would be, but I feel like many of you have already, it's almost like you're coming into calmer waters. It's like, you know, the solution to something, you know how to fix something, you know what course of action to take. And you might have many options on the table as well, but you know which path you need to take in order to bring about balance and harmony in a situation that has been contentious. And at the end of it, you're going to come out okay. You're going to come out unscathed, okay? And I also feel as well, if there are people that want to exit the picture, you might want to let them. What I have here is the Five of Swords. It's like too many things have been said. Too many words have been thrown about. And it's a situation where we kind of need to rebuild from scratch, scope out a new territory and rebuild there. Okay.